Somebody out there, give me a big 5x5 direct and live if we're sounding and looking good out there, gentlemen. Did a lot of ancillary work over the last couple of days trying to get this live stream set up for you. Set up. Please let me know if I am sounding good, if I'm looking good so far. We will fine tune this bitch together. Paul G, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Starting soon is what you should see at this point. That's actually one of the things that I go ahead and do to buy myself a little bit of time to set up the fine-tuning details as far as getting things correct before the stream. LLC, great to see you in the chat. Got our two moderators, Garrett Galot and LLC 24/7. Hopefully that speech was coming through extra crispy. I've been working on that delivery, boys. See you soon. Randy Airgun Savage, what up, what up, what up? Producer Steve in the house. What up? Good to see you, dog. Thank you so much for making it. Producer Steve. Hell yeah. Big shout out, my guy. Thank you for making it. Somebody out there could do me a big fat favor. If you guys could bench race my connection. What do I mean by that? Go ahead and throw down a chat, and I want everybody out there to see how many seconds it takes for your chat to appear in the chat window live. I've got this shit turned up as fast as it will go on my end. Your chat should show up almost instantly, and I'm giving you all my bandwidth today. So let's see what happens. That's great. Starting to get some really fast feedback here. And I do like to see that because these types of streams, I really want to make it organic and based on the community's interests. I want you guys to be able to have those quick AMA section, ask me anything, and then get those instant responses as if we were all sitting in the bar together, right? This is how we started so many moons ago. We had great streams. We had great giveaways. We had great stuff going. And I want to continue that for you boys. Tony, my dude, I will be happy to make anything you want in any color you want, as long as the material is not susceptible to breaking or being, you know, prone to not good for that usage. Any color you want, always hit me up. No problem on custom. Jeff, welcome to the conundrum. Welcome to the conundrum. Apex Airguns. What up? What is up? Garrett, my guy, I think you just gave me the signal to go ahead and kick the tires and light the fires. Let's go ahead and light this candle, gentlemen. See if I can find my crispy intro music. Can I rip off an intro after so many days out of the saddle? Is it possible? I don't even know. Let's see if we can do it. Looking for music. Huh? Is it going to do this to me? Likely that is my life. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm okay with not having music on this first initial stream, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring everybody live and direct into the very first stream that we're going to have talking about purple parts. Here we go. Hey, let me know if you guys need it to get brighter. Let me know if you guys need it to get more dim. Let me know if I'm out of focus, in focus, what everything's looking like. Hopefully we're direct and live 5x5, brought to you by viewers like you. If the audio levels now came back way back up because I'm closer to my microphone, and that's going to be something that definitely matters, let me know these things and we'll go ahead and figure it out. Let's frame this in just slightly better. Let's see what we got. ZV1 overlay. Do we have this guy going mid? Transition. We'll fix the big frame real quick. Small tuning issues here. Not too bad, not too bad. Transition. All right, and then we'll mess with the overlay part. All right. Not terrible, not terrible. Overlay part, not terrible. Transition back to it. All right, now you guys got shot. Now you guys got everything, right? And as you guys can see, I've got a few different things that aren't quite as far as filled out in the fields, right? With the HTML stuff up top as far as my social media and stuff. But we're back, we're live, and we're direct, and I'm happy to be here. This is the kind of a new thing to a lot of people, but an old thing to a lot of people who enjoyed it greatly. So let's see what the chat's actually saying and see where we're at with this. What happens when I do that? Wow. All right. Sick. Apex Airgun, I hear your voice, brother. I hope and wish you well. Love your content lately. Bro, extremely professional. Love the exposing on 12 gauge barrels between Jim and TPP. You know what? I really have been trying for one thing. One thing has been really paramount in my mind, and that's production value quality. I would really want to be putting out good, solid footage for people because at this point, it really does matter. Mainstream media as a media outlet that you would go and get your shows from is slowly breathing its last death rattle of a gasp, its dying breath in front of us. We are watching mainstream media crumble. What does that mean? Something's got to fill that void, and it was proven in absolutely no uncertain terms with the Joe Rogan experience absolutely making history and capitalizing on the Trump podcast. That right there proved the fact of the matter is podcasts have equal or greater value than traditional media outlets. And if I'm going to consider myself that alternative media, that content creation, that podcast media, whatever the case may be, I need to hold myself to a higher standard because there is an upper echelon that is dying off. And the content creators, the podcast people, the people who are making the content on the side, on their own, on the small set, that type of an idea, they're the ones that are really going to usurp the viewership, the eyeballs consuming media for the next decade or so. I think until the web becomes super saturated with like AI stuff, the next 10 years is probably gonna be heavily saturated with a creator based entertainment market, right? So that's what I've been doing. Long answer to a short thing, but I definitely have been trying to really be as mainstream media quality as I possibly can be while being as far away from the traditional values of bought and paid for traditional media that I possibly can. I don't even let people send me guns anymore. I will literally buy all my stuff just because I want to maintain the ethics of an independent underground uninfluenced reviewer at all costs. Like I bought this chinga behind me, right? I paid money for that, right? That's nice. And I buy everything at this point, up to this point, just to maintain those strict standards. Next question. It's just like the old times. Windy 33DA. Yes. Airgun Underground, baby. Strongest live stream on the internet right now. Strongest live stream on the internet right now. I love it. I hope that we're all looking really well. Your lips are out of sync with your audio, but other than that, your visual is 5.5. Audio is a little bit behind, but that's cool. Okay. This is good to know. I don't. Hey, what are you doing over there? Please don't. Not up. My cat's getting into stuff. Come here. My cat's getting into stuff. You want to be on TV? Come here. Be a big boy. Be a man boy. Come on. All right. So before I get off, I'll. Cat making. This is the guy making the appearance. Hi, I'm Max Cat, and I'm here. And I thought I might piss in the corner, but I was straight caught in the act, and now I won't be doing so. So hey, what's happening, gents? Welcome to the Airgun Underground. I'm your co-host, Flip McGillicuddy. All right, just like the old times. But yes, it is just like the old times. Oh, audio's a little bit behind, but yeah, I was saying, here we go. I'm not adept enough as far as live streaming rhetoric and technology is concerned to make sure that you guys stay connected if I start changing settings in my streaming software right now. So I'm not going to change any settings in my streaming software, but this is good to know. If somebody could give me an approximation of about how many seconds behind I am, that would be great. I'll rewatch it later to learn these things and brush up on the next one, but this is all great feedback and I really do appreciate it. About to test my M50 out on the range for tomorrow for the first time. So hyped. Making waves. It's cool. It's cool. Bring hearing protection. They're loud. They're definitely loud. Worth it. It was worth it. Coffee. Hell yeah. I'm ready. I'm on the second six-pack. Jeff Carnes. That's my dyslexia kicking in. You guys didn't know that, huh? I'm like slightly dyslexic. I almost went Kef Jarns instead, and it was no disrespect. It was literally just a visual misrepresentation there. Cheers to all you boys out there drinking anything festive. Man, look at that super crispy f1.8 stop on the camera, giving you the defocus love. Cheers, boys. Now, traditionally, if you've been in my shows, you would know that I a lot of the time would drink the whole cup of coffee, but this is meant to be savored. Smell that. That is Trader Joe's winter blend, and it's like a core memory for me, right? I love this shit. It's only around in the Christmas time, and here we are, close to Christmas. And people always say you like skip over Thanksgiving, but you know what? If Thanksgiving came out with some banger music like Christmas did, we would celebrate Thanksgiving more also. Here we are skipping over it. You know what the story is there, straight to Christmas. So the Christmas blend it is. That's right. That's right. Now, the one thing that I think is really, really, really aiding to this live stream is we got away from the cat ears digital headphones and we went to these analog headphones that just use a headphone jack as opposed to USB. My echo on my side is gone. So as far as that, it sounds perfectly in sync on my end. And I would like to know the feedback as far as what you guys hear. Man, reliving my coffee. That's what you guys hear. Let's get all them likes on board. Synology, welcome. Baked chess expert, what's up? What's up, bud? Misty22, Mac, good to see you again. When are you expecting to make your move? I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. It's hard. It's hard, right? It's hard because now there's like hope. There was no. I think that Ray Charles in his current condition could see that this year it was a red tsunami, and that was definitely part that of what was needed to make me feel more comfortable in my own state. We didn't flip California, obviously, but you know, the fact that there's more people that have the same conservative values that I have than I thought were in California, it makes me feel more comfortable to leave at the correct pace as opposed to a haphazard pace. Like I'm the 1% of people who still has like, you know, traditional Christian based family values, the nuclear family, right, in California. And I'm like, man, it's good to know that there's actually people out there that do align with that mentality, and seeing the numbers that it came to made me feel comfortable, like I said, to make a planned and rational exit from the state as opposed to just like, I need to sell my house now sell my house, I need to get out of here, right? I'm going to be stoned at the city gates or something crazy. No, it doesn't feel like that right now. So that's where I'm at with it. But it's so funny. I think about where I want to go, and all the states are cold as hell. Like supreme mega cold. I love Wyoming and I like Montana, but it seems very, very, very super mega cold there and not ultra populated. Like you could die in your house and they wouldn't come find you for weeks if you lived off the grid, right? So it's like, man, you start to really think about it, and then you start to think about like the lifestyle that well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I only speak for me, right? Only me. I have my groceries delivered. I don't even go to the store anymore. Instacart's a wonderful thing. You talking about $99 a year, and you're gonna bring me my groceries to my house all year long, and the gas is $5.50 a gallon. That's right. Come on down, baby. Come on, bring my groceries on down. They'll go to 6 different stores in 2 hours and dump it on my porch, and it's totally legit, and it's never failed me ever, right? No Instacart in Wyoming and Montana, rural counties, right? Once you hit those dirt roads, it's all on you, bro. So there's like a give and a take to it. There's a give and a take to it. And I think that like some people are gonna be like, oh, dude, you're a super puss for having your groceries delivered. But I don't like to come out from underneath my rock. I like being a shut-in, and I like being around my wife and my gold and my guns. And this is where I like to stay. And as long as I, don't go out too much, it's a livable state to be in. None of that type of stuff exists in the states I want to go to, in the areas I'd like to be in. So it's a give and take, and you really have to think about all of it. You're on top of your game 100%. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about this. I've really been trying hard. I've been sweating this coffee out for a moment here. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe my eye right quick on camera. Oh my god, good coffee. Make you guys sweat. Oh. What have you guys been thinking about the vlog format? I've been loving it. I like no matter what anybody out there thinks about it, there's literally nobody out there doing anything like that as far as a format, as far as like the every single day filming segments, taking a camera with you, going places, doing things, preparing for range days, making projects happen, doing the maintenance work on this. There's nobody out there doing that long format vlog style stuff. And not only do I feel like what I'm doing kind of fills that void, but I also really enjoy the format, right? There's something like, hold on, let me get my rig real quick. Hang on, let me get my rig. There's something like I super like this. I do like this. I like holding a camera out there. I like speaking to it. I like having like that initial one take, hot take reaction, initial gut check style reaction be given to the camera and then go and edit that into the story that it becomes with the range days, with the projects, with the things we see, with my, even the stupid shit like opening my PO box. There's got to be people out there. I feel like there are people out there that do like to see that everyday IRL type stuff. And that's where my heart is at for 2025. I want to be doing videos that are like 21 to 29 minute long, 21 to 31 minute long videos. I like the idea of a half an hour almost long format with more than just for dry, clear eyes. I don't want to be that review, dog. I don't want to be that reviewer anymore. I want you guys to like see my life through an 11mm lens and think that there's something to it that's relatable enough for you to enjoy the show at your house without maybe going outside. Maybe if you don't have the ability to go outside, or you don't live in an area where you can do this, or you don't have an air rifle, or you want to experience something. There's a lot of reasons that people watch vlogs. There's a lot of reasons that people watch vlogs. I watched the vlogs where Tom Green did van life traveling with his shotgun and his dog all the way across the country. And it was crazy. It was crazy. His vlog sucked me in like majorly. And I'm like, why am I watching this shit? Like it has nothing to do with my life. But there was something about it that I connected with. And I was like, you know what? This is a good show. And I think it's probably true with any show. The more that you watch it, the more you become like invested in what that character is doing. So the more episodes that I watched of the guy, I was like, wow, dude, this guy's really out there living it. This guy's really out there living it. He goes all these like national parks and checks out all these cool stuff and shoots SpaghettiOs with his shotgun. It's just a fun trip. But I think that is definitely an element that's missing from the airgun community, and I'm definitely happy to bring that to you in droves in 2025. Heard it here first. Approximately 2 seconds behind out of sync. Audio is behind, maybe less, more like one. Okay, airgun question, bro. This is a real one because I finally have the money to buy some big boy airguns. Get a GK1 or an M50 or some stuff for the T9. Do not buy the M50 or the T9 if you have the money for the GK1. Dude, they are worlds apart. They are worlds apart. They are worlds apart. My GK1 has never leaked in the whole time, ever since the day that I got it from Airgun Tactical. Bro did me such a solid. That was back in the day when I was working with vendors, and the whole time, like over a year now, he sent that donated GK1 in, and 100% it has functioned to a T ever since. The GK1's in a class by itself. It can't be touched. And you know what? I don't think it's worth cutting it up. It's dumb to me because I don't know that I don't know. Who knows? I can't say anything. But for me, you're only getting so many shots out of it in the first place. So to shorten the cylinder makes no sense. And unless you're rehydro testing those and certifying those cylinders for whatever pressure they're supposed to go to, I'm terrified of modifying any type of a pressure vessel. So I would say leave it long, get the 25 caliber, do not buy the M50 or the T9 if you're in the position to buy the GK1, because the GK1 it smokes a T9 to me. It literally does in a lot of ways. Yeah. Look over my cat, make sure he's not taking a leak over there. Looking to disappear, I'd say the hills of Tennessee, North Carolina worked for the Unibot. You know what, Jeff? I got nothing in common with that guy. And also, like, Tennessee's cool. North Carolina's okay. North Carolina's okay. From what I did see, that was like the first swing state to be switched over and go red, so that's an option. I don't care what anybody thinks. This ain't a political channel, but I am definitely basing my move as far as what the political outlooks are there, because I feel like that directly it impacts how you live your life, whether your values align with the local government or not. Jose Lopez, hell yeah, what up? Welcome. Thank you for the 58 megalon mag and the free stuff you sent me. Yes, you sure are. Are you selling the 58 caliber Sabos? Dude, you gave me a good segue, my guy. You gave me a good segue. You know what? I am not going to be forcing you guys to buy the Sabos at all. No way. I want you guys to have all the Sabo calibers for free. The T9 caliber, the 35 Sabo is already on the site under the resources page. And you know what? Let's go look at it. Let's look at it. We can actually do this. This I am adept enough to do. Let's see. Can we do this? Web show. Yes. All right. Switch. Transition. Oh, yeah. All right. Killer. Sick. I'm down in the bottom left corner. Something I haven't set up is down in the bottom right corner. Stuff that's pretty much associated with my watch history is ready to rock and roll here. Let us check out MACABESPEED.com. Oh my God, almost lost my audio. Super sick, super sick. All right, so make sure I'm still looking good, except the cookies. They my cookies anyways. Am I looking good? I'm looking good. I'm looking good. Sick. All right, sick. Here we go. See this? This is resources. I don't have no questions, but wow. Told you. Download this, guys. Download this. It's free. Max T9 Suppose by Max Prince 80. This is my account. These are my free downloads. Very first one available. Download that file, boys. Prints on a small printer. It's easy. I'm going to be adding the rest of the calibers. 45, 50, 510. Excuse me. 58 caliber as well. All of my stuff is going to be going up here. And you know what? Let's bring the big frame back up for a minute. Let's see what's happening in the chat. If I miss your chat, there's a lot of chat going on. I'm doing the best I can to go ahead and catch it, but do bear with me on that. Here is what the point is. All of these files are getting added to my resources page. The 45, the 50, the 510, and the 58 caliber Sabos. You will be able to download them in sheets of 100, as you just saw, so that you can smash print on your way out to work, whatever job it is that you do, come back 4 to 8 hours later and have 100 Sabos sitting on the print bed for your airgun that I have tested in my airguns to the same dimensions at your own house. This costs you no money. Oh, someone biting my neck. Damn. What is it? Do you have fleas now? Do you have fleas too? Or is this a mosquito? No one knows. No one knows. Footage will tell. Back to the lecture at hand. Sabos cost almost nothing to make. Sabos are easy to print. I'm going to share them with you guys freely. We're going to take this one step further. I was not able to successfully mass produce my Bigfoot shot shells. I was forced into a position of needing to almost go ahead and like make them one at a time by hand. They would not work in the reloading press that I had developed for them. It was not going to be feasible to make them in large batches. It was not going to be feasible to offer them long term for the community for that reason. Because of that fact, I want you guys also to have the Bigfoot shot shells as a file for yourself. And this is what we're working towards this week. I have been working my ass off as far as my 9 to 5 sheet metal worker job is concerned. So I haven't had a lot of time to go ahead and upload these files for you and link them back to my website and do everything required to go ahead and get them up like we just saw the T9 file was. But those files are coming for you this week now that I have my Thanksgiving break. And I want you guys to take full advantage of them. I want you guys to take full advantage of them, man. It's really, really, really simple. This is, and raise my bills so you guys can look right in my eyeballs and see exactly what I'm telling you. This is exactly how easy it is, the truth of it, right? Download the file. Your printer is going to recommend some type of slicing program, right? I use nice cheap printers, Enders. So I use Cura, C-U-R-A, as a slicing program. What's a slicing program, Mac? A slicing program takes a physical object and cuts it into itty-bitty layers like this. Why layers? Because the printer is going to print layers, and those layers are going to be on top of each other until that physical object grows through filament deposition modeling. That's how this works. So you take your Cura slicer program, you take the file you downloaded for free, you put the free file in the free slicer, and the slicer generates you G-code, right? The file that you get off the internet is the STL. The G-code is the instructions for the machine. That's what it is. Everybody follow the G-code, right? The printer follows the G-code too. That's all you have to remember. The G-code are the instructions for the machine. The G-code comes from the STL that you get for free on the resources page. That's how it works. Now you got your G-code. What do you do with it? You load it onto your printer and you smash print. That is the way it works. No steps omitted. If you had to draw this, there would be a CAD step, but there ain't no CAD drawing when a guy's giving a file away for free. So, because all of these files, these STL files, are available free for distribution, I do not care what you do with this file. You already have the hard work done. Slice it, print it, replicate it, share it with your friends, share it with your mom, share it with your sister, share it with whoever. I do not care. Sell these things on eBay. None of that matters to me. I just want everybody out there to be able to make whatever caliber they want to for peanuts if they have cheap ass machines at least. My machines cost like 99 bucks a piece, 129 bucks a piece, because I buy used machines and I refurbish and rebuild them all the way through. Run test prints, set the extruder itself the way I want to. I got enough experience to take care of this, and I run my print farm. These are cheap printers doing high-end work. And it's funny too, because you know what's it's so interesting? I have zero friends in the industry as far as other 3D printers, because they see right away, well, I'm like Prometheus. I'm bringing people that information. I'm bringing people that fire. And one day, everybody is going to be super with these 3D printers, right? And what they say in The Incredibles, if everybody is super, then nobody's super. We're all just going to be able to 3D print, man. I like the idea of open sourcing stuff so that people can make what they need. And sure, there's always going to be a value on like intellectual capital for people who develop their own drawings and make their own stuff. Sure, if there's a market that you fill a need and draw something and come up with an original, creative, intellectual capital idea, market that, baby. But if there's something that could really be like not necessarily a product, but a great asset for the community, that is so where my mind is at as far as the distribution of these files is concerned. Let's see what else we got going on. Love the Airgun video. Congrats, that's my dream gun. Hopefully I'll be able to have one soon. If you explored the Airgun's capabilities, is it true power and accuracy? About 140 FPE, super accurate. Not even trying, quarter size group, 50 yards. Easy, super easy. Airgun's good. I paid a small price for it though. You know, I found a used one. Guy gave me a good deal on it, and I paid Very small chunk of change for that, a very small amount of money. Any single person out there who knew the actual price would definitely do the same and purchase it. Yeah. I don't want to butcher his last name. I don't want to butcher his last. Oh, yo, Mark Bostic, support the channel, coming through with the 9.99 super chat. Hell yeah, I do like that. Very, very, very much, very much. That's cool, man. Mark Bostic's been one of the original OGs in the live streams for the probably the longest time. He's probably won the most prizes too. That's a lucky son of a bitch over there, man. He's won the most prizes out of all the drawings. Mark Bostic, great to have you in the chat today, brother. Great to have you in the chat. I remember I don't want to butcher his name because I remember reading it, but I wasn't too familiar with his work. But Brian, yeah, I did remember he passed away recently. Bup, 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 bup. That's how you show the stick to itiveness of our sport is a passion of love. We have to spend our labor on. You do it well, sir. That's cool. GK1 is solid. Thank you for the 58 megabyte on Meg. Yep, you got it. Support this channel. Hell yeah. Can I like it down here more? No, I already liked it. All right. Where we sliced it, I came in late. Where we sliced it, you know what? I already sliced some stuff, and you know what? Here, let's go ahead. Let's get to the end of the process. I'll pull these parts off for you guys real quick. Let me get my. Well, this frame's okay, right? This frame should be all right. Be right back. Oh. Oh. Yo, I almost jumped over it. I almost jumped over it. Ed M, what up, my guy? Good to see you in the live. That's right, Cyberpub it is. And we got some spicy conversations. Spicy conversations. Ooh, good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The TAM. When are you finally gonna move out of Cali and come to? Oh, you know what? The Eastern Seaboard. It seems like that might not be conducive for me personally. It's very close to New York, and New York seems insane to me. Like I wouldn't live in New York for any reason. Like wouldn't. It's like frying pan to the fire. New York to Cali, right? So I hear you, and I hope it works for you, my guy. I hope it works for you. But great to have you in the chat. Let's talk about it. So what we have in front of us here, this has been a really popular item at MACABESPEED.com, which is going to be the minimalist pump handle for the HP Max pump set. And we've got it all the way down to $80 right now just for the Black Friday because we really want to try and hook people up. This is how it's going to come off the print bed. I have hologram print sheets, so the raft that it's printed on actually has a hologram transfer mark on it. And some parts I actually put a hologram on the bottom of so that people understand it's a genuine article as opposed to just some, theft on eBay, stealing my ideas and reselling, whatever the case may be. So we go ahead and we peel the raft off. Let's peel it together here. It's the best angle. Cool, right? What's a raft? A raft is 5 layers, 5 big fat layers that really isolate your part from the print bed. You pull it off and it's almost finished at this point. You got some supports vertically to take care of, but it isolates it from the print bed. And because it's making a nice level pass each time, it's actually making a surface to build your part on that's more level than the print bed itself. So you get a better, cleaner part having gone on a raft as opposed to basically on the print bed. Also, you can have different imperfections, different impurities, things like that. You can pick stuff up off your print bed. There's always an advantage in my mind to going on a raft. Let me let my cat out so he really doesn't actually piss all over my guns. This is good. This is good. If you guys are enjoying the stream, definitely do smash like. Definitely do throw down in the comments that almost instant connectivity in the chat right now. Got almost zero latency. Really turn the chat speed up for you guys. Have you guys feel like you're here, connected to the experience. Do you make sure that you oh, air power, yeah. Skinny Mitch, Airgun Brotherhood, G-Man Neo, Zach, yo, hey, it's like old times. I got 4 old heads in here with me. That's cool. That's definitely some people who used to be in some live streams. I'm very happy with this. Let's continue. I'm not moving to Maine. No, definitely not moving to Maine. I was saying how much I would say that Maine works for some people, but for me, I'm going to stay off the eastern seaboard. Supports. These are supports. I'm just going to pick them out. I have kind of like stronger than most hands because I've been a sheet metal worker my whole life. Like since the womb. It's like John Henry, right? Born with a hammer in my hand. Born with a sheet metal hammer in my hand. That's it. So I kind of pick them out. Other people might use a small screwdriver. That's how it looks when it's all said and done. Now I've just got basic detail work. I'm telling you guys, this is good. Is it the get ready with me look? This is what I'm looking at, guys. This is what I'm looking at. Oh, the hand in front of the face. It's not like that. This camera is good enough to avoid that. But here's the point. This isn't that hard. 3D printing is on a warpath to kill injection molding. Think about that for a minute. What did we even just say? 3D printing is on a path to kill injection molding. Injection molding might be able to do this. Right? And every 4 seconds, it's going to make a part. There's going to be one machine. The mold might cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. You might get 100 grand, 80 grand, 60 grand, 2.4 M if it's a super, super intricate part. Who knows? One mold, one machine, high cost, fast process. That's not the future. The future is 50 machines making 50 parts in 20 minutes. And instead of making one part across one machine in 20 minutes, or one part across one machine in, 1 minute or whatever the case may be, you have 50 machines, 100 machines, all working on the same part, all producing the same exact thing, all chipping away at the traditional process of injection molding. I'm telling you, printing's getting good. It's getting super good. Super, super, super good. This is very strong. This is exceptionally strong. Like for what it is, for the lightness of it, for the strength of it. And this took approximately 3 hours, 50 minutes from start to finish, from cold machine to cold machine, about 4 hours. And if you think about it, if you scaled it up, if you had a warehouse full of these, this might be a piece that's a little bit too intricate for an injection molded part to even manufacture. So now you're in the realm of an impossible to injection mold manufacturing style part, or difficult or expensive to do so. But if you had 100 machines in 4 hours, we just clicked off 100 units that were impossible potentially to injection mold. That is the power of the print farm. That is why print farm is on the warpath to get rid of injection molding. Air power, I hear you very, very, very much. Vocals are not in sync with the video on my end. You know what? Let's see if we can mess with it at all. You are about the 5th to 10th to 41st person to let me know about this. Let's see what we can do about it. Now, here's the question. I'm seeing your comments right now in almost real time. So definitely do. Sean Cuts, keep up with the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will, absolutely. Smoking Uncle Frank, what up, what up? Caught a live show. Is my video or my voice ahead? Like, do my vocals come through first and then the video chases it? Or does the video come through first and then the vocals chase it? Finding Torikins, welcome. I thought it would be harder, but I caught on pretty quick making molds. New Era Industries, that's right. Zach, hi, Mac, and everyone, what up, dude? Video first, audio second. Audio is about 1 second behind. Bit late, but great to see you here for real again. Hey, what up, what up, what up? Video, then sound. Let's take a quick shot at this and see what we can do. Let's take a quick shot at this. What can we really do here? Oh! I see it. Is that better? I'm going to go ahead and change sequences. But transition, transition, transition. Did that fix it? Hey, did that fix it? Hopefully that fixed it. I think I see what the deal was. I think I got it. I think I got it. I used to be a pro streamer, bro. I swear to God, I used to be a pro streamer. Like 5 years ago, I was a pro streamer. 5 years on YouTube is like, I almost dropped the F-bomb. Can't do it yet. It's a bunch of decades in the real world. It's 5 years on YouTube. But oh, yo. I fixed it. I did it. I did it. Yes, dude. That's so cool. G-Man, great to have you in the chat, my guy. It's great to see all the old dudes in it, the OGs in this stream. God, I'm so happy, man. We worked through it together. It looked like I was like 1,250 milliseconds behind on the latency between my video and my audio hookup. And it's so cool. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this. Dude, that's so sick. I am happy. I'm happy. I'm never gonna stop. What is it? What I used to say? I'm never gonna stop, never stopping for you dudes. That's what it comes down to. I'm never gonna stop, never stopping. This is cool. We're getting a better quality chat out of it. I'm seeing people react. People are smashing this thing like a machine gun. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers to everybody out there. We fixed a super annoying issue. I know I'll leave a chat if the audio is not synced up. So thank you so much for bearing with me. Good vibes all around is good. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at something. Now, this is something that I was just thinking about the other day when I was on the range and I shouldered up my S45 with the aluminum tank on it, and it was frigid, dude. It was absolutely frigid. I was like, oh my God, it sent a chill through my whole right side. I was like, this is crazy. Why is that tank gotta be so damn cold? And I was like, you know what? I need an insulator bottle. And I thought about it. I need more than an insulator bottle. I need a bottle with a vacuum chamber in it. And then I realized I don't have the ability to create a vacuum chamber, but I can create dead space, right? So I created a dead space insulator to go on the rear tank of my S45. Check this out. I think you guys are going to like this. Booyah. This was one of the things that I did print directly on the print bed. So as you can see, it does have a hologram on the bottom. You can choose to not have the hologram there if you had a flat sheet, or you could flip the sheet over and have the textured side, and then you wouldn't have that as well. Goes right to the valve. Kind of cool, huh? Check it out. Oh, it's like a suction vacuum fit, dude. Watch it shrinky dink down. Oh, it's a good pop. It's a good pop. This is what it looks like on the inside. Basically just a super black hole. It's just a squishy rubber, printed rubber TPU style sleeve. And it's got a good air gap in the center here, which is why it's so flexible and so flimsy feeling, even though it's a solid object. The TPU is really strong, man. I've printed RC car tires out of it and it works great. Check out the fit, man. Oh, you guys gotta hear that. You guys gotta hear that. The ASMR boys have started to like manifest on my channel for some reason. I think it's because I started using the ASMR hashtag. But check this out. Check this out. That's a seal, bro. Somebody tell me that came through the audio. I tried so hard to get the soundbite for you gents. Smoking Uncle Frank, welcome to the chat. Airgun Sniper Elite, Airgun Sniper Elite. What is up, my guy? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. It's great to see you. New Air Industries. Cheers to you as well, my friend. Dreadnought Tactical. Greetings. Ed Penkalski. Ed Penkalski, you've been spammed. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Spammed as in like what? Like spammed as in like people are stealing this URL and sharing it with everyone in their contact list? Because that'd be great. If you guys want to share this with everybody you know, man, I'd be a happy guy. ALS. Oh, dude, yes, let's go. Let's go. ALS. PS, I'll check out the first 45 minutes afterwards. Followed you all the way and happy to see you're doing well. It's all about air, but it's possible update on the Galil quest. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Let's talk about it, dudes. Let's talk about it. You know, California is super restrictive, even for people who've gone ahead and restored their rights or have firearm rights in place. But one of the best options that I feel like is currently out there is the Galil Ace 556, even though it is a California compliant Galil Ace 556. There are a couple of options. I was looking at the CCMG BR4, the ranch rifle, and I do love that because it feels unbannable. It's got the old mule leg shape. It's got the traditional stock style. It's not considered the scary AW ban guns, right? It's not part of that family, and it seems very unbannable, even though it does definitely use standard 5.56 mags. That's a good thing to me if I ever move out of state, right? Because even though they'll look at me funny for having a ranch rifle, it'll take a drum, or it'll take a 50-round mag, or it'll take a 30-round mag, whatever you want to throw in the bottom of it, and you'll be 100% legal because you won't be in a super state like California. But I definitely do. I do have it kind of narrowed down to the CCMG BR4 or the Galil Ace. I probably will get the BR4 first, just because it's more of an all-around rifle, and I feel like I'd be more likely to hunt game with a traditional style rifle like a BR4 as opposed to the main battle rifle style Galil Ace. But they're both excellent. They're both excellent. They're both excellent. Get my message about printing with a copper coil around it and connecting to a 9-volt battery to actually heat the tank and increase the pressure a little bit. You know what? It's hard work. It's hard work when you got your finger in as much stuff as I do. Stuff like that takes time on development, brother. Audio video sync is spot on now. Yes. My first defense weapon was a Smith & Wesson SD9VE. That's cool. The Gen 3 Glock 19 is California compliant at this point, and that's also available. What's new coming up? Caliber for mid caliber, semi, and full. You know what? Austin Harriman, welcome to the conundrum. Welcome to the chat, my friend. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Quick interjection, not sponsored, did totally buy this with my own money, but it is a really good upgrade. And if you guys are looking to stream too, this was extremely affordable. This was like $35 on the Black Friday sale that I picked these headphones up on. But literally, this headphone set is the thing that eliminated the lag in the previous streams that we were having as far as audio feedback from my own self, which was giving me poor performance in my previous streams, having watched them back on playback. So for a small investment, we're getting a large return as far as, a quality improvement on the stream. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of meat on the bone with hard to get AE8 guns. The Terminator is almost unfindable right now, but the Terminator 357 and 30 caliber both accept an S45 valve. Yeah, they do. They super do. They super do. They're too long to seat all the way down into the Terminator. But if you chop a little bit off the back of the S45 valve, that completely solid stack of aluminum, the back side of that valve, it fits in there. And it works. And it works good. So I would say that there's going to be some really solid content comparing the S45 valved Terminator 9mm to the Super Airgun Leshy 9mm 600mm barrel. They're quite comparable. They make almost equal power. The Terminator makes like 150 to 160 foot-pounds of energy, depending on the ammunition and the tune there. The Leshy's making a little bit less, but the Leshy's like million, zillion, trillion, billion times more accurate. Just not even trying. Every pellet was touching every single other pellet in my very first group, having never shot the gun in my life, just picking it up and and it was great. It was great. It was absolutely great. Is it $3,300 worth of new great? I don't know. You guys want to know? You guys want to know the actual price that I paid for it? If I get 10 people to say that if I get 10 people to throw down the word price in the chat, I'll go ahead and tell you guys what I've actually paid for that Airgun. ALS, I'll shut up for now as I'm late. So apart from my love for both the SG552, 551 owner, but maybe stay with the Airguns. What about Valka Airguns full auto? You know what? I want to see what he has to offer. That's looking extremely solid. Also, I'm going to say this 100%. The tariffs thing could be a blessing in disguise, in the sense that, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I know it's going to make shit more expensive off the top right out of the gate, but for the good of the nation, long term, to bring labor back to the domestic market, it might be the best thing for us to have tariffs over taxes. In the short term, however, it's going to get likely more expensive on shit you would normally buy for your air gunning stuff. And I suggest that everybody in the next 6 weeks, if you have consumables that you want to buy that are made in China, you better buy up, dog. I'm not even going to show you this mountain of kilos of filament that's over there. Like, it's big. It's big, right? Because I mean, if my filament goes up 100% in price because there's a 100% tariff or 80% tariff on stuff made in China, that's going to really hurt my bottom line as far as being able to effectively give you guys cheap items for sale. So what I want to do is first off raise the awareness on that. Definitely do get stuff you feel like might be imported parts now in the next 60 days so that you can hopefully avoid that if it becomes an eventuality. And then if it doesn't become an eventuality, well, at least you're stocked up. You know, don't overextend your family, right? But do what you need to do to secure your way of life, as I have for sure. Price. 1, 2. Smash that like button. That's right. Don't do the invader. I had it sent back today and it was sent back as fixed again. You know what? Hatsan's been good to me. I've fixed all my own Hatsan guns, and the Blitz trigger fits in the invader. So, man, I can't even talk about that. But basically, there's a lot of meat on the bone there too, and it could be a really fun platform if somebody really just kind of applied some CAD. Blitz is still the apex predator of air guns. You know what? The Blitz is really solid. The Blitz is really solid. Beef Wellington, welcome to the chat. OMC, welcome to the chat. I think you made your Blitz look really cool. Hell yeah, I'm trying for it, you know, and I really want to continue that line of thought. I'm happy, most happy when I'm thinking outside of the box on these types of projects. So the way that we approached the Deanna project, as far as the clamshell design, I like that design. I do like that design. I think it's extremely strong. I think that adds a level of stoutness that does not exist in a single piece design as I was doing previously. And before I bring things like that back to market that I did have kind of an issue with at the pistol grip, I want to make sure that it's really solid. Because the Deanna tactical chassis that I just got done making, man, that thing's solid, dog. And it's solid because it's that true clamshell. That clamshell really gives it the ability to, what's the word? Not cantilever off itself, but kind of pull strength off those two pieces being pressed together with a threaded connection. It's just stronger. Is the Blitz going to have a tariff on it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. But I'm definitely the type that I like to, what does Hank Hill say? Planning ahead is great because then when things happen, you're ready. That's it, right? That's what it is. So I like to plan ahead. That's number one, 100% what it is. And if nothing happens, well, I got a fucking mountain of filament. Who cares? Who cares, right? It's it's never a bad thing to have the filament as opposed to not having the filament. It's better to have filament and no orders than have orders and have no filament. So definitely it's one of those things. To be prepared is better. I love my S45 clips. May want to get another one for Christmas. Yes. Hey, you know what? They are on sale right now. They are on sale right now. I actually have, let me grab them for you guys. Hang on one second. They're all plastic and sliding everywhere. All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Booyah car. Ta-da, ta-da. Sounds good. I like it. Back in the day, we went through a couple of iterations to get to the point where we're at right now. We previously had a different spring, and the different spring was having an issue as far as crushing the slugs when it got to a point of being too full of ammunition. So we went back to the drawing board and we got a more linear rate spring, and we've capitalized on it heavily, right? This is a really, really, really good working design for a lot of people out there. We got a lot of mags out there, and we don't get returns. So people are definitely liking them as long as they use the correct ammunition, and they are available for you guys at this point. They are on sale. I'm making these things at a clip to where I'm shipping stuff the same day. Every single person who ordered from my shop today is already shipped. You know, every single person is shipped. So I know I'm not Amazon, and there will be times that I'm going to miss it, but for the most part, I'm trying for same day fulfillment on this stuff, so that you guys don't have to wait for it. Let's check it out. Blitz is subject to tariffs because manufactured in Turkey. Are you going to test the Zellos? I can get one. I'll make up your bottom line. You have to switch to Airguns completely. Regulations in my country, you can finally complete your passion for arms. Maybe a Blitz is manufactured in Turkey. Are you going to test the Zellos? I can. Blitz hammer spring fits the sortie. That's cool. Let's look at it. Where's my site? Transition. Right. Everything under the featured products is the stuff that I've got on super sale right now. $69, man. Put so much effort into this year. I hope every single person out there knows that anything that you've ever seen me do on any point in my whole channel, any person out there could do. I'm not that smart. I'm not like ultra mega Elon Musk motivated, you know. I'm not like the best guy in the world, and this is what I've been able to do as far as like building a legit looking site in less than 1 year's time. This is something that all of you guys out there can do. This is something that I do suggest all of you guys do, just because, you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Why did I even start a business? I started a business because of the fact that I realized that America is currently a gig economy. There's almost no single hourly wage style job that a person can have at this point that's going to sustain them and their family fully. It's just not out there. I mean, and I'm probably not overstepping, and there probably is a small percentage of jobs that do cover it all, but I don't see it real often in California. So if I see that, and I see the cost of living going up at a disproportionate rate with the uh, wages that we're bringing home as far as employees are concerned, I'm like, dude, there's got to be a better way than this. And I started to think, well, maybe the boss is making more money than me. Hell yeah, he is. Well, how can I get to be the boss? Well, you have to have your own company. Well, how do you have your own company? You start to do the paperwork. You file the forms necessary to have an LLC. Then you get the LLC forms and you send those to the Secretary of State. You get your seller's permit, you get the business license, you get all these different things that are like associated with it. And it's not that hard, right? It takes like 6 weeks to get all your paperwork. Then you got your paperwork. How do you deal with it from that point? You go to the bank and you get a checking account in the company's name so that you can actually have the website and do the business. These are all steps that any person can take. You don't need a credit score to have a business. You don't need a credit score to have a business. My credit was garbage, like the credit of an infant when I started this whole kick. And because I had an LLC, that LLC has its own corporate credit that's completely external to me. So that doesn't stop me, because I have trash credit myself, to have a flourishing company, right? Like you can do that. And then once you get that business, you start to associate accounts, right, with your website. You start to figure out, what am I going to sell? What is going to be my product? What is going to be my thing? What am I going to fill? What is the need I will fill? What will I fix for people? Boom. That's where you're going to start to draw your inspiration from and start to model your products. Get your products, take your pictures of them, you market them. Marketing in general, content media, right? That's very simple. Anybody can do it. And YouTube is sucking up people with like 29 subscribers and blowing them to 2 million views on their videos. So the algorithm has never been better for small creators, new creators, you watching this stream to start a business, start a YouTube channel, start promoting yourself, start making that money. That's what you need to do for your family. That is the number one thing that an alpha male can do in this gig economy to take care of their family and bear that mantle of responsibility like the traditional males need to in this country to bring back that kind of strength to the family unit other than starting a small business. There's no better way. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a little bit. It costs a few $100. Start the business and actually get the forms filed and get everything taken care of. But once you cross over into that few $100 and you start making even the first few sales, first couple sales, you're going to feel that feeling like, oh yeah, I did that, right? I took a dream, I took a theory, I took an idea, and I turned it into something that was monetarily gainful for my family. That number one, if that doesn't motivate you, then maybe your priority might not have your family, or maybe you're just inherently lazy. I don't know what it is, but for me personally, I'll speak for myself. The shit drives me. I like winning for my family. I like being like, hey, yeah, hey, babe, close the deal. That's right. Gives me a good feeling. So no matter what I have to do to develop my product, to develop my promotion, to develop whatever it is to get that success. Anybody can do that. Anybody can chase that dream. Anybody can take those steps to do what's necessary to become that mogul that they see wherever it is that they see it, right? Like I watch um The Men Who Built America. It's like my favorite series in the entire world. I watch that show about those old dudes with that old money all the time because they were hit bulls, unstoppable forces of nature, just absolutely unstoppable forces of nature. I'm like, man, they just had the won't quit, can't quit type mentality. And I'm like, that's all it takes to be able to start a business. We'll see what the chat thinks. Maybe the chat thinks that I'm like talking nothing right now. Oh, let's gang. Smash that like. That's right. Here we go. Sorry for being so late. No, you're right on time, dog. You're right on time. You're right on time. Great Gear Senior Mags appearing on other channels. That's good. That's good. That makes me happy. What's the fiber optic for? What's the fiber optic for bin tap extended 9 magazines? The fiber optic piece that goes on top of that carbine is basically just a good support for that magazine since the factory gun likes to eject the factory mags so much, right? And it also comes with no iron sight, so at least it gives you a little bit of a sight index as far as what you'd be looking at downrange. What? I may take 2 out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And you know what? It's cool too because I'm really trying to give people gifts in every single box. If you purchased anything from my site recently, you know that I'm definitely throwing stuff in there right now. I sent out a box of Megalodon mags today and it had a fiber optic bead sight in it. I'm throwing bead sights in the Meg magazines. It's cool. I feel good about it. It's kind of a cool thing. Michael De Jesus, welcome. Welcome to Conundrum. We need new mags for the Bin Tech 9 revolver type heavy duty extended mag. You made it nice, just not tactical as it protruded from the weapon east to west. Fair enough. It's totally fair. No one can deny that. When it sticks out from the side of the magazine or the side of the gun, you know, a solid 8 to 10 inches, no one can say that that's ergonomic if you're trying to clear a corner quickly. But I mean, if you're really trying to clear a corner quickly, I guess round count would be advantageous because you could just come around the corner spraying as opposed to choosing your shots with a smaller capacity mag. Ultimately, I think it adds a level of fun, especially considering the fact that they go so much quicker and make a louder bang. It's so much fun on the range. I can't go back to the factory mag, especially since the factory mag likes to eject so much. Michael DeHays, who's great to have you in the chat. 100% though, that's right. How about Harpoon? Look funny, your kit looks badass. Digital stuff. Hey, it's out there. It's out there. It's on sale. It's on sale. Let's see. Transition. Where we at? Where are we at? I'm almost positive I put that thing on sale. Bravo. How sick is that? 89 bucks, 40% off right now with all kinds of accessories you can add to it. But yeah, 89 bucks. I did put it on sale. That's fire. $79 on the rail kits. $100 for the carbine kit for the Ghost, a GK1 Ghost Black Carbon kit. Got one in this stock at this price, $79. That's cool. Megalodon rail. All kinds of stuff. Extremely popular, on sale also. People like it, man. This all starts with a dream. If you can draw it, you can make it. If you make it, they might buy it. If they buy it, you might have a business. Here I am. Here we are, MACABESPEED.com. All right, guys. Let's take a quick look. Do I have any blades on me somewhere? Oh. Focus, son. There we go. These old hand to block the eyes. Cool, right? This is what you would do with those files you would find in the resources area. Those resources are going to go ahead and cut small sabots like this. And then you would take the corresponding lead airgun pellet and install it in there. And the main reason is twofold here. I like to use these sabots for two reasons. First off, in a lot of the higher horsepower stuff, they do go supersonic and they do stay accurate, at least in my testing, and it is on video for you to check out, right? I did actually physically carry that testing out. Secondly, I love the fact that some stuff is almost $1 a shot, right? Like 58 caliber is like $1 a shot. And these are like 10 cents a piece to make or less. So you start to look at it and you're like, you know what? If 100 shots is going to cost $100 and then all of a sudden 100 shots cost less than $20, including the interior projectile, that's a massive savings that the entire community can really benefit from. And I think it's going to require some tuning, right? Like it's not going to be like one of those things that you're just going to instantly pick up. Right? It's like with anything new, the longer you do it, the better you're going to get. So the more times you try and print this file, the more times you try and mess with it, the more times you tune your printer and get the settings right. If you're new to this type of thing, the better it's going to go. If you're not new to printing, you're going to spit this shit into your printer, and the very first time it's going to come out amazing. You're going to shoot good shots. But this is what it looks like in the future of airguns. The built, not bought. The communal file on consumables. The if everybody's super, nobody's super style printing mentality. It's coming. It's coming, baby. All right. What else we got? I think we're going to do an AMA section. We'll see what this chat's talking about. Still green. Ken Jeeper, what up? What up? Being smart is not the same as being intelligent. Rather be smart. It means that you try to make the best with the capabilities you have. So many intelligent people without the right mindset. ALS, very true, very factual. Christopher, let's get it. You're amazing for dropping jewels. 100%. Thank you, Apex Airguns. Flash, what up? What up? Duty calls people to stay safe, stay pumped up. Hell yeah. Movement is adaptable to every new tool. Let's go ahead and have quick AMA. Quick AMA section. Ask me anything. This chat right now is instant. Just about instant. Awesome kit for my GK1. Just purchased on your site. Hell yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Very cool. I'm very happy to hear that. I don't have my phone on me. Do I have my phone on me? Did I get the notification? Or maybe you're speaking about recently. I don't want to put you on the spot. In any event, I do appreciate it 100%. The GK1 kits are pretty cool. I will grab one for you guys to check out so you can see what we're talking about. The GK1 was the very first carbine kit that I really started to develop. And then I adapted that same style of clamshell kit to the T9 and then took what I learned from that and made the Deanna, right? And this all stemmed back from the Air 15 Blitz kit that we worked on earlier this year that I really wanted to fine tune, but I think that we're on the path with a lot of good stuff. What's this slow mode that makes us have to wait 11 plus seconds before posting? Slow mode? I'm not sure, my guy. I will look into it. I will definitely look into it. Um, I will check it out. Stepping out to go to meeting later, Mac Blitz Gang just uploaded a vid and gave you a cameo. Yeah, I love that. I always used to love seeing that. That's very, very, very cool. Let me grab this GK1 chassis for you guys to check out. All right. Now they will definitely take my stream down 100% if I show you the actual thing this goes on. This is the space gray one on the site. No, man, sorry guys. Front optic rail. Front optic rail slides on your GK1. This slides on the back. Solid lockup. Set screw. Tightens down directly into this recess. Keeps it in place. 100% ready to rock and roll. Tool needed to do so. Included right here. This would be the Allen wrench. Slides into its own recess. Locks the kit together in this slot. Grenade pin. Adjusts your stock. Adjustment hole. Boom. Sick. Real cool, dude. Loving it. Already have designs on Leslie, huge market, especially in Europe. Don't know USA. You know what? It's interesting. The Leshy, I'm kind of staying away from. I don't know that I necessarily want to make anything for that thing. It's too high end. It's too high end. It's too high end. They have everything thought of. They have everything thought of. This thing right here, this thing is really good by itself. Like you don't really have to do anything to it. It just pick it up and shoot it in a direction, and it sends basically 22 LR energy in 9mm frontal area projectiles till it's out of ammo or air. It's a really good rifle. I do like it. And you know what? Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and drop the real straight dope on you guys. I ended up getting that specific Ed gun for about 650 bucks. Shit. Real deal. 650 was what I paid for the homie hookup price on that Ed gun. When I was offered that price, I effectively instantly jumped on it because I knew there was no way. It's like 1/5 of the price that I would normally pay from the brand new box. And when I saw that, I was like, dude, nobody would pass that deal. I can't pass that deal. And I overextended myself, right? I overextended myself and I got it. Because it's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money when it like not comparatively to like the new price, but still for me personally to part ways with 650 is a lot of money for me. So it was a deal too good to miss, and I did get it for that price, and I'm very glad that I did. I think that just goes to show this. There's a lot of good used high-end air rifles out there that maybe people skip over because they want that new box feeling. The new box feeling is really expensive, and it's the same style of depreciation that you see when you drive that brand new car off the lot versus the new to you car off the lot with the 20,000 miles on it. Only so much could happen in 20,000 miles, right? Unless it was like in a Florida flood or, owned by some Chad who did donuts constantly. I mean, you can tell what a car did now just by the key fob. The whole memory for everything you've ever done is on your key fob. They take that and they plug that into a fucking machine and it spits out, oh, well, dude had, the steering 100% left with the throttle angle sensor reading 100% engaged. It's just one of those things they're going to know. That coolant temperature sensor was 240. They're going to figure it out, right? So there's a lot of data out there, and buying stuff used is oftentimes going to be equally as good as buying stuff new, especially in the tariff environment. If it does go tariffs, I would say 100%. 100%. Look for the person to person style market. Look for the peer to peer style market. Look for the domestic market locally, or look for the domestic market vendor wise, because it might be cost prohibitive to look at the new offerings from the import manufacturers at that point. I know I'm definitely looking more towards like community sourced offerings at this point, especially since the Megalodon 58 caliber for me personally was horrible. My 58 caliber Megalodon is horrible, and I do not recommend anybody buy one. I like the 50 caliber a lot, and I feel like the smaller calibers are probably pretty good. But for whatever reason, I get zero accuracy out of my 58 caliber Megalodon, and I have this video verified in 2 episodes coming up. So it's not like defamation or slander if it's your real true experience, and it's on film for me being terrible. So I can't give anybody the the nod to go buy a 58 Megalodon. 510, sure. 50, sure. 457, sure. I'm getting good responses on all of those. But that 58, maybe wait till you see like more reviews. New Air Industries, that's a steal for sure, right? Probably, yeah. I don't know what the 650 exactly. I couldn't pass. I couldn't pass. There's no, no way. Yes. I'm gonna look at my phone for this. I'm gonna look at my phone for this. That is what is up, my guy. That is what is up. I absolutely cannot thank you enough, OMC, for the order. That's how easy it is, and that's absolutely how this works. I'm putting it out there on live stream. There's no edits on live stream. You're absolutely getting in that mailbox with that tracking information, shipping free USPS priority mail Monday, guaranteed. That's how I like to do it for you guys. Oh my God, is my stream lagging? Oh, I saw a little thing lagging there. Dang, here we go. Here we go. Back on target. Thank you very much. Trying to get these things out as quick as possible for you. There's no shipping tomorrow. Monday it is. Mystic, let's see what you're talking about, my guy. 5x2 means the slow mode question. What? Oh, you know what? Let me see something. I don't have the ability to change the setting, but I do see where a setting was auto hit as far as slow mode is concerned. Next stream, we won't have to deal with that. All right. So once again, this is the GK1 kit. Once again, OMC, shipping on Monday. Can't thank you enough, my guy. Thank you very much. I was hoping you guys might give me an opinion on something real quick. Oh no. What happened? Am I streaming still? Am I still streaming? Oh my God, the terrified face. Oh my God. Did we actually die on stream there? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my goodness. Please you throw down what happened. Hey, no edits on live stream, baby. That instantaneous like blood drain from my face and like the fear of a streamer, like, oh my God, are we dead in the water? What is this? Hopefully we're back up and running. Hopefully we're rocking and rolling. What do we got going? Yeah, we're still good. We're not dropping any frames. We're looking crispy on uh the upload speed and everything that we need to have going there. Hopefully we're rocking and rolling. We're still here, I think. Yeah, all right, all right. This is the why I used to use a different laptop when I did these streams previously, is because the other laptop was a little bit more robust than the one we're on right now. But I wasn't able to use the other one with the previous set of headphones. So now that we got these nice headphones, or replacement headphones anyways, we should be able to be good to go. How's the quality on your ends? Hopefully we're still looking nice. Chat is gray. Think I'm not sending. No, my guy, you are sending. Mini GP Racing. I do see you in the chat. It's good. All right. Oh, I know everybody hates those like cringy freak out moments when it's like, oh my God, am I live? Am I not live? Am I live? Am I not live? And everybody's like, oh, it's no big deal. But what it really you never really know on is the fact that on this end, I am all by myself. Well, my cat's back in here now, but I'm all by myself talking to a camera. So I'm literally basing my entire experience off the feedback of the chat. It's so cool. Honestly, I hope to hear how your wife and family is doing. ALS. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do I do this? My wife's gonna have surgery on Wednesday, and it'll be the last one. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'll talk with you guys about it. You guys are my friends. It's kind of been an off year for me. I didn't really expect to have everything that's transpired in this year happen in this year. I knew that my wife was going to have some surgeries necessary to go ahead and effectively save her life, right? She has a condition called BRCA2, which is a genetic condition which effectively guarantees that you will be getting cancer by a certain age without a double mastectomy, or in other cases for BRCA1, removal of the ovaries as well. So it's like the Angelina Jolie thing in short format, right? Angelina Jolie, same thing. Beginning of the year, double mastectomy. That was like people think, oh yeah, it's just going under the knife, just gonna, uh take care of something that she wasn't really using anyways. I mean, we already had our kid, right? So she already breastfed our kid. And she's just gonna go ahead and double mastectomy, no problem. Outpatient, right? It's an amputation, bro. Double amputation is what the fuck that is. And anybody who hasn't been through a double mastectomy, it sounds smallish on paper, and then you get into it and you realize that you're gonna be down for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of recovery and like big incisions and like wound care, and it's a process. It's a major process. It's a huge wake up call as far as like how I thought this year was gonna end up going. I thought it was gonna be much shorter than it was. Long story short, I ended up um focusing much more this year on my family as I feel I should have, as opposed to my content. My wife is just now at this point having gotten the double mastectomy and the excess skin removable surgery taken care of already this year, just now getting to the point of having the medical devices that were installed in her body at those surgeries pulled out, right? So this Wednesday is that final surgery where they remove the medical devices from her body and give her basically big fake boobs, right? Prosthetic boobs, basically big fake boobs. At this point, she has what's called tissue expanders. And if you've never been familiar with that, when they make a full amputation during a double mastectomy, there's nothing left. So they have to re-expand your body if you're ever going to look normal again with these things that physically expand your body and stretch your skin to the point where you can accept a prosthetic. She has done that all year long. I know it sounds like, oh, that sounds fun. It's not fucking fun. It's not at all fun. And now she's finally at the point where we're at the finish line of the very final surgery, the very final wound care, the very final incision process, the very final everything. And hopefully, this will, long story short, minimize her risk of cancer from BRCA down to the risk of cancer that a normal person would experience, which is about 7 to 10% total risk for that cancer at that point. And that's as good of a preventative care as anybody could hope for, right? I mean, I'm 40, my wife's 40, so or just under 40, but whatever the case may be. That's as good of a preventative care as you can hope for at that point. And even though it is the end of the battle as far as this preventative process is concerned, it's a big step. It's a big step. It's a big step. And I've been like mentally getting in that mode of being a caregiver again because there's that 6 week recovery period, and I've been mentally getting in that mode of like, picking up that mantle of responsibility of needing to be that more involved man of the house while she recovers, right? She's always been such a great person with my kid. But that's where we're at with it. Straight up. That's where we're at with it. The real question, the real question was asked, and that's the real answer that I have to give. So I will hopefully be updating everybody on strong success as far as the surgery is concerned, as far as removing those medical devices, and hopefully getting my wife on a path of normalcy again. If all goes well, come the first of the year, we should be in those baby phases of full recovery where we don't have to worry about any of this stuff going forward, you know, and we can just start to live our life normally without the constant overhang of medical procedures, the constant overhang of seeing what it looks like to recover from something like this. So I know this is kind of long-winded. And if you guys think it sucks, well, there's an X button at the top right, and I'm sure you can smash it and it might help out your problem. But inside of that, I would I would say that if you've enjoyed this, do throw down at least a thumbs up in the comments. That way I know you guys didn't, bail on me and you guys kind of feel the story as well. I know a lot of people kind of got, well, maybe not tired of hearing about it, but I felt like all I was talking about for the beginning part of the year was my wife, and I didn't want to inundate with you guys with that, even though it's very real to me. Some people might not give a shit, and I don't blame you, right? Like, I mean, I can't say that I deeply care about like every other situation external to my own, even though I do care about it to a certain extent. It's less of a care than I would give myself, and I didn't want to put that out there on anybody, right? I just want to give us the air guns, right? Give us the air guns. Don't tell us about all the rest of this stuff. Been keeping you guys in mind. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, New Era Industries. Thank you very much. Considering it's something we're all practically family and wish well on another, I appreciate the ALS. My mom had a double as well, and as soon as they found the cancer, chemo, lots of yuck. Yeah, mini GP racing, and it's more common than you would think, but it's never like truly publicized or talked about unless somebody's got a platform. Like Angelina Jolie talked about it because she had a platform, and it was like no matter what she did, she was still going to be famous and she was still going to be revered in that circle because of her other works and such. So she was definitely a voice for this. And, myself coming up on 100,000 subscribers here, I definitely think that I also kind of have the ability to say, hey, genetic cancers do exist and people should get tested if they're having weird problems. Like if you have skin cancers a couple of times before you're 30, my wife's had skin cancer 4 times. That was one of the signals. If you have a skin cancer a bunch of times surface, maybe get tested, bro. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So it's not as honestly known about, but genetic cancers, genetic mutations, things that require double mastectomies like that do exist, and people can take preventative steps to be on the winning path. Hell yeah. Can you imagine what people in the middle of a long medical procedure will go through when shit hits the fan? Honestly, you can only hope so much, man. All you can do is wish them the best. All you can do is wish them the best. I saw a situation like that today. Like I saw something really heart wrenching, and I'm like, man, I can't get involved at all. My hands are super tied here. I'm standing in the post office. I'm getting ready to mail off everybody's packs today, and there's these 2 kids. One of them's about as old as my kid, just maybe slightly older, about 3 years old, and the other one's about 18 months, just barely walking, right? And they're running around the post office, all around the post office, to tile floor, and the mom's up at the counter, not really paying attention. Kids are all over the place, and the older one accidentally trips the younger one. Younger one falls down backwards. Bang! Head hits the tile floor in the post office. Sound like a bowling ball hit the floor. I was like, oh my god! Whole room went silent. Mom's like, oh, it's okay. Goes over and picks her kid up, and I'm thinking to myself, don't let that kid go to sleep, bro. Holy shit, that's a bad thing, but you can't do anything except hope for the best. Because like if you speak up at all, like, oh my God, is that kid okay? You'll get ripped by the parent for having intervened for any reason in that child's well-being, right? Even if you know, like in your heart, like, damn, I just witnessed a child have a potentially like life-changing event. Like how smart they're going to be could have just dropped a level or two because they have a flat spot on the back of their dome. Like, oh my God. But you can't say anything. All you can do is hope for the best. I am ordering the AEA harpoon. Are you selling it on your site? If not, I'm ordering it from Airgun Tactical. The guys at Airgun Tactical, to me, are solid people. The Airgun Tactical team never did anything wrong to me. You guys know I'm the first person to throw the shade immediately if something doesn't go the way I think it ought to go as far as being on the up and up and up. But Airgun Tactical did definitely always treat me well. Inside of that Rego, I do have a harpoon for sale. I will be going ahead and either listing that to my site or going through DMs and getting that AEA harpoon rehomed. But it will have basically every caliber barrel, right? It's going to have the 12 gauge barrels with it. It's going to have some short barrels with it. It's going to have some long barrels with it. It's going to have the stock with it. It's going to have the rail kit with it. It's going to be hooked up in a way that you can't get anywhere else. So if that is something that you are looking for, definitely do go to my website, MACABESPEED.com, and use that chatbot. That chatbot is directly connected to my phone. And if you guys are looking to get in touch with me, that's how you would do so. My stepdaughter has a possible genetic cancer risk, and doctors are refusing to start screening her because she's too young. And you know what? On that end of things, I understand it. I'm not going to tell my daughter anything about that either. She has to get all the way through her own upbringing and get through her childhood and get through her younger years. And then when she's an adult, we'll sit her down and we'll talk to her. But I think it's, for me, I'm not willing to put it over my kid's head, right? Because if they're not even going to test her until a certain age, why bring it up and have a child live in fear that they could, you know how kids are. If you tell a kid, hey, you might have a disease that's going to kill you and I can't test you for it for 10 years. What? No, dog, I can't do that to my child. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just keep it loose lips sink ships, keep it quiet, right? And then when she comes of age, tell her at that point, be like, hey, your mom dealt with some real shit. You might have to deal with it too. Didn't tell you for this point because I didn't want to scare you. This is what it is. And go from there. She's 24. Oh, good lord. That's too young? Who said? Wow. Wow. I am no expert, but my wife was around that age when she was diagnosed. She was around that age when they found the mutation and she was diagnosed at that age. So that's interesting to me. Very good insight. Mini GP Racing, you've been a pillar in the community. This is such good feedback. I really appreciate you sharing your experience. Thank you, dude. Rigo, I'll buy it today. Hell yeah. Hit me up on the DM. Hit me up on the DM. This is my email right here. I'm going to throw it in the chat. Oh, I'm so old. I'm 4,000 years old today. Wow. That's my direct email. If you guys need to get in touch with me for any reason, this is my direct email right there. Absolutely see if I can pin this. Pin message. Oh. The pinned message is my email in case you guys have any questions about anything on the stream. If there's anything you want to DM me on the stream, if there's any experiences you want to share, if you want to talk about anything, that's direct message right there. And I have, pretty decent platform at this point. We've been at this 14 years, coming up on 82 to 85,000 subscribers, some number like that. But I'm absolutely here for you guys. If you guys DM me, I will do the best that I can to get back to everybody. I don't always DM back the same day, but 100% I am there for you guys. That's why I'm concerned. Her aunt died at 33 from aggressive breast cancer. See, that's another reason. You're already right there, just identifying a a genetic history in your family of early onset breast cancer. So that, in my mind, that would be a precursor, and the precursor would dictate I'm not a doctor and I can't speak to anybody else's situation, but that by itself, just the history and the possibility that would, and the fact that she's of the age that she is, already an adult and everything, that would make sense to me. Hey, you got it. ALS, you got it. It's been something that's been on my channel previously, and I didn't want to make the channel centered around that. But I also know that a lot of people had an emotional investment in that specific issue. So I'm glad that you brought it up, and I'm happy to talk about it with you guys. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and put this GK1 chassis off to the side for now. Let's get something else. All right. I was hoping you guys might be able to give me a quick opinion on something. What do you think? I am, and have been for a long time, all about colors. I love colors, right? That's why I like fiber optic stuff. So stuff like this, that, oh man, that gives me the fizz. That's so bright. That's so sick. Look at that. And I've been doing a lot with that fiber optic life because of it. Recently, I moved to this fiber optic, and I've been vibing on it hard, but I don't want to know what you guys think. Focus, son. I wish I had a different lens on this camera right now, but I'm not changing lenses midstream. It's got a red center, and it's got a green external dot. I am absolutely in love with this. And I'm in love with this for one reason, right? Because it effectively takes the red dot area and cuts it down 50% in size. Focus, son, focus. It's all searching for my eyeball. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yes. All right. Better. It cuts that red dot down to such a minute area that it makes it that much more precision. When you have a large dot, like if this was completely red or completely green, it might be a little bit more ambiguous as far as what your specific point of aim was. Giving the exterior green ring kind of gives them a get in the ballpark type of a dot, as well as that red center that really fine tunes the precision of choosing the shot. I'm a butthurt. I love these things. These things are so cool to me. It is expensive to buy the fibers, but I have been adding them to my stuff because I do like it. In general, whenever I make stuff because I like it, right? Like if it looks cool to me on my stuff, that's the kind of stuff that I put together 100%. And I think that it's been a good theme for the channel so far because people have seemed to kind of vibe on the style and taste that I personally have, and it's done well for you guys as well. If you guys don't like something, definitely throw it down there and I'll try and taper away from it. It's like the green carbon fiber, man. People did not like that green carbon fiber no matter what. Like I could not even give those parts away. I was so shocked. I loved the green carbon fiber. Last question. What's your plan and goal for 2025 with your business, and what guns do you want to for sure have on your channel to review? Excellent. Excellent question. 2025 optimally. And you know what? Here, let's go big frame on it. Let's go big frame. Give him the big frame, boy. Transition. In 2025, I want to try and put out like 2 long format videos a week minimum. If I didn't have a job, I would put out 5 long format videos a week minimum, and I would have like damn near a vlog a day. But I'm not in that position right now, and I do need my job, and I see myself needing my job for considerable time in the future, right? Even if it's just for the insurance. Do you go price a double mastectomy, buddy? It's pricey, dog. Without that good union insurance, I'd be sunk right now. So I would definitely say no matter what, I have to keep my insurance. I have to keep my job as it is for now, which means 2 videos a week or so. But I want to make sure that those videos are about 26 to 31 minutes long. I really like the idea, 21 to 31 minutes long. That bigger block of content seems to be something that people delve into more. And as I've been putting out longer videos, it seems to be something that people really do enjoy. Nice fiber. Last question. What's your plan? Oh, I just answered that. 2 long format videos a week. And I still want to keep on the shorts. I think that the shorts are a good way to signpost people to the long format videos if they have an interest in what you've shown them in your short in the first place. And no one can deny it's good for the channel algorithm. If you're a YouTube channel right now and you're making shorts, you're probably making views. Reliving that coffee horribly. Hey, Mac, don't forget to reach out to me if you need any help with your Airgun lash. I will. I absolutely will. Mine's been really good, though. This thing? Where is it? Can I bring it more in frame somehow? Let me see. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Here we go. It's funny. All you see is like the top of that leshy if you have the frame you have right now, but now the truth is revealed. It's just a stack of guns, dog. It's funny. There's a lot of stuff over there. It's been really good. It's been really good. This thing's been really good to me. I've been extremely happy with it so far, and it's been reliable and effective as far as the power and the energy is concerned. Ever since I opened the box, it's been excellent. Let's see what the chat says. Before you get too big, you need to do a members only, like some of the new news channel people. Well, some of us need ideas to stay enclosed. Some that support you would help you afford this. Let me read that again. Before you get too big, you need to do a members only, like some of these new news channel people. Some of these ideas need to stay enclosed to those of us that support you. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. But it's like, if you think about it from the perspective of a lot of the stuff that I do is aimed at trying to make this as available for as wide of a swath of people as possible, I kind of don't really want to like make it available for members only, because then it brings back the exclusivity of the elitism that's shown in the commercial airgun vendor sphere, right? Like, I mean, my whole goal here is to make it to where you guys have access to anything, no matter what happens with the tariffs, no matter what happens with the world, no matter what happens with anything. If you got the ability to burn that plastic, baby, you guys should have the availability to make whatever you need for your stuff. So for me, that's my ultimate end goal as far as educating people on the printing process, putting files out there as far as resources is concerned for suppose, not charging people for stuff like that. I do 100% want to make that as accessible as possible. And I do feel in a certain way that adding an only members have access to stuff like that area might make it just like too exclusive, you know what I mean? But I hear you. I do hear you. I do hear you. I would rather afford the hobby through making it accessible to everybody at a lower price than making it more expensive for a smaller group. It's doing it to many of us. It's called slow mode. God, I gotta fix that slow mode next time. I definitely will have that slow mode fixed next time, 100%. And it's 4:48. I can't believe I've been streaming almost 2 hours. Where's the time go? Top chat, live chat. Does that change anything? There we go. Not bad. I think that might have an impact on it also. Is there anything else that I can go ahead and throw at you guys to eat up your Saturday afternoon? Right, here we go. Here we are. It's stuck on a brand new streamer. No, I'm not a brand new streamer. I'm actually an OG streamer making his way back into the streaming arena. But I do think that's going to be an absolutely incredible place to go ahead and wrap up today's stream. I want to thank each and every single person who's been here with us today in this groundbreaking, absolutely incredible show. I'm happy with it. I want to thank all you guys for being here. If you like the stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you really like the stream, make sure you share it so other people can see it. And if you absolutely want to see more of the vlogs, make sure you throw it down in the comments that you've enjoyed the vlogs, that you enjoy the new format, and that you enjoy the way that the channel is going. Catch you guys in the next one.